Cór don Taoiseach Tarlú ag an am is fear don tír. Inis an tam sin. Tá barta going maidir le Brexit. Tar éis fóta dearfach a bheith a House Commons i deirdín Secáte, tá sé cínte go ágaí an riocht aontaithe an taontas orpach an trocha héin anar bhealach ordúil. Ní bheidh éon teorainn crua ann, déantar cearta saránach a chosint agus beag an cólíomtar taistáil fós i bhaim. Tá an tionól agus feiminas túisceart éireann tar éis teacht arás le chéile. Ach níl Brexit déanta fós, in ar ire níl ann ach le auma. Is é an céad céim ná cóbhéin tú saorthódáile idir an taontas orpach san áireamh agus an riocht aontaithe a idirbhar tú, a chusnóí ar gnólachí, ar bobal tua agus ar nealagar. Brahan an cumas gacród eile is gá a dhéanamh, sláinte de hiachta gníomhíocht ar son aráide a chorú cánacht, brahan sé ar an tóra seo a bhaint amach, agus caithfar é a dhéanamh faoi éireann na bliana. Inis tá deis ann oltácháin a bheith againg agus rialtas uair a bheith ann riamh a géad crinú eile den cóirla orpach a mí an mhárta. Rialtas a bhfuil mandate láidir aige chun díriú an idirbhhartaíocht seo sa saora agus an áir. Thank you very much for coming. This morning I informed the Cabinet that I'll ask the President to dissolve the 32nd Dáil. I'll travel to the Irish to do so this afternoon. I've always said that the election should happen at the best time for the country. Now is that time. We have a deal on Brexit, and after the positive vote in the House of Commons last Thursday, it's now certain that the UK will leave the European Union on the 31st of January in an orderly fashion. There will be no hard border, citizens' rights have been protected, and the common travel area will remain in place. The Northern Ireland Assembly and Executive have reconvened. However, Brexit is not done yet. In fact, it's only half time. The next step is to negotiate a free trade agreement between the EU, including Ireland, and the United Kingdom that protects our jobs, our businesses, our rural communities, and our economy. The capacity to do everything else that needs to be done in healthcare, in housing, climate action and tax reform depends on achieving a positive outcome to these negotiations, and it has to be done by the end of the year. So there now exists a window of opportunity to hold a general election and to have a new government in place before the next crucial European Council meeting in March, with a strong mandate to focus on these negotiations through the summer and autumn. In deciding not to seek an agreement on a date for an election in April or May, I do so knowing that even if this were possible and sustainable, we would have effectively entered into a 3 to 4 month election campaign from today. And there's a risk that during this time, difficult decisions would have been deferred and irresponsible promises made. And that would not have been in the interests of the country, in my view. It has been a privilege to lead this country as Taoiseach for the last 2.5 years. And thank you for that honour and for the trust that you've placed in me. We have a deal on Brexit and Northern Ireland. Our economy has never been stronger. There are more people at work than ever before. Incomes are rising, poverty is falling, and the public finances are back in order. And as a nation, we have every reason to be hopeful and positive about the future. We've modernised our society, marriage equality, women's rights, real progress in education, welfare and childcare. But it's not enough, and I know it's not enough. People expect and want their government to do much more. And I want us to do much more. Many people don't feel the strength of our economy in their pockets. They don't see it in their pay slips, in their towns or parishes. So we have a plan for fairer taxes, for future jobs, and for rural Ireland to put that right. Many people are frustrated about the pace of progress in housing and health. And I feel that frustration too. And I look forward to sharing with the Irish public our plans to build on what has been done, with a particular focus on the future and on home ownership and universal healthcare. At last, we're beginning to see real headway on climate action and the environment. We're no longer a laggard, but we're very far from being a leader, and we've much to do on that front as well. And I know that many families struggle with the cost of living, so we have plans to ease the burden and help families who we believe should be at the centre of our society. The election will be held on Saturday, the 8th of February, and in holding a general election on a Saturday for the first time, I do so knowing the inconvenience to parents of a polling day on a weekday during school term, having to take time off work, lost income, having to use up an annual leave day that you might have wanted to use for something else, and of course increased childminding costs. I also want to make it easier for students and for those working away from home to cast their votes and have their say. Before I finish, I want to extend a special word of thanks to the Independent Alliance and to the independent ministers and TDs who contributed so much to our country by having the courage to join us in government when others would not. Now I seek a fresh mandate so we can continue to build a better future, a future we can look forward to. We have the team, we have the track record, we have the plans. Thank you very much.